welcome for the last panel, actually, of the two-day event. Very excited to be here with you guys to close this off. Really, we're going to talk. Sebastian is on his way. He's getting mic'd up in the back. Really, over the next couple of minutes, our goal is to talk about the big trends to watch for the next 12 months. We're going to cover a whole multitude of developments. I can promise you it's going to be insightful, interesting, and hopefully exciting as well. And because we have the dream team today, we have Alex Dreyfus is next to me, the CEO of Chili's. One thing, by the way, you may not know about Alex, literally he runs Chili's Socios, like a sports fan club platform, but he's not a big sports fan. Believe it or not, he's a tech fan, which never ceases to amaze me. Great to have you, Alex. And of course, Justin Sun, the founder of Tron, who's also with us today. Interesting, by the way, with Justin just recorded the new Tron anthem with Hans Zimmer. So here we go, a new first in the industry. And Sebastian is joining us as well in a second. Sebastian, by the way, many may not know, he's an avid collector of Japanese comic books, by the way. So that's another good, interesting thing with Sebastian. Guys, let's kick it off. We're going to cover a lot of topics today. I'm going to jump right in. So I'm going to, there you go, Sebastian is here.
What an entrance.
Sorry for being late. How are you?
I thought you got lost in the sandbox metaverse.
I was in the metaverse and right here with you now.
Here we go. I was telling you about how you're an avid comic book collector, Sebastian. So guys, let me give you guys how is this going to roll. We're going to talk about really the entire suite of topics today. As I start, I want a number from 1 to 10, whether you're bullish on it or not. 1, you're not bullish. 10, you're super bullish on whatever I'm going to talk about. Okay? Ready? Let's kick it off. The first one, stable coins. We saw a great presentation earlier about what's happening on the Tether side. How bullish are you for the growth of the stablecoin ecosystem from 1 to 10 for the next year?
I'm massively bullish that it will stay $1.
Okay, 1 to 10. 1 to 10.
10.
10, Justin?
9.
9. Justin, why are you so bullish on, what are you watching for in the year to come on the stablecoin side?
Yes, I feel like stablecoin payment and the mass adoption is one of the most important use case actually being used by people outside of the blockchain world, right? So we have like DeFi, NFT, like Bitcoin layer 2 solution, like risk staking, but most of them, people outside of the crypto world have no idea on what's going on, right? They need to keep tracking on all the new terms, but they just want to use like stablecoin as a payment, which is fast, cheap, and instant transaction. So that's a use case, only use case I think in our industry, the people outside of the crypto world can understand, and they can start you from the stablecoin, start you gradually on board onto all the crypto infrastructure.
Yeah, and actually the data we saw today from Paolo from Tether was very impressive, actually, how much the growth is happening.
Yes.
But I think a lot going on. Second topic, the metaverse. This is Sebastian's favorite. How bullish are you for the year to come, 1 to 10?
Oh, that's unfair. 6.5.
6.5, Justin?
8.
Sebastian, how bullish are you next year?
10.
12.
So let's start with you, of course. I'm not surprised you're a 10 on this. So what are you watching? Obviously, there's a lot going on with the sandbox, but what should we watch in the next 12 months in the broader metaverse ecosystems?
So looking at a few things. One is like really the growth of the creator economy.
Yep.
Now onboarding more and more people to become creator, to make experiences. We just passed 1,000 experiences live on Sandbox in a matter of few months. So anyone can start building experiences without any knowledge, thanks to AI, thanks to like no-code tools, can publish their experience. We're working on the ground in different regions of the world to onboard them to one of the most concrete use cases through gaming and through the user-generated content to the use of blockchain technology to make people feel like what they create is theirs, can be used where they want, can be monetized, and the asset they own can also be utilized somewhere in other applications. That's one exciting thing. Also, the metaverse has this power to bring us together through culture, onboarding a lot of brands, from music, from sport, for entertainment. So it's a very intuitive use case as well, and it's driving a lot of engagement, a lot of loyalty. People enjoy exploring, people enjoy getting rewards. Their time is actually very valued in the space. And I think it's here, like there's no denial, like the metaverse is far from dead, it's active, people are building, we're building it together, and it will keep growing from the years to go.
So Sebastian mentioned engagement in sports. I have to ask you, like what, obviously there's a lot of people I'm sure that are into sports here. On the fan token side and broader sports engagement, what should we watch for the next 12 months?
I think in our case, it's mainly about the utility of the tokens.
Yeah.
We've been very lucky for the last 6 years in building this fan token economy, and we work with like 80 sports teams, and these teams have to provide more to their fans. Right now, we are still very early stage, and we are trying to brand these sports-fi. You know, you have DeFi, GameFi, SportFi is the next generation or the next vertical we are going to try to promote. And again, these football teams, this legacy brand, as I like to call them, they have, I'm not going to say hundreds of millions of fans, but they do have thousands of millions of fans.
Yeah.
But these fans are not customers. So the question is, how do you translate a fan to a consumer? And I think Web3/Web 2.5, as I would like to say sometimes, is the right path.
Related question. The creator economy. Sebastian
what?
mentioned the creator economy.
Ah, okay.
L'économie des créateurs.
On est
I will
français.
start from Sebastian this time. How bullish are you? The
15, 20.
20.
20, A for
8?
me.
8 is a fair one.
Yes.
So tell me more, like, what, so let me start from you on, Sebastian. Why this creator economy? Then I'm going to move to you, Justin.
Yes.
I think it's essential. Like any one of us can become a creator, and like there's no future of gaming where like the players are not contributor. And extending that beyond gaming, I feel like participating, creating content, being engaged in community, having our own social token, and going further, it's all the ultimate form of engagement that we're looking for. And so like we need to provide the tool, the technology to empower the people to become creator. Like against AI, like allowing people to be more creative is actually the only way forward for humanity, I would say, that will keep us like really distinguished from robots and machines. So yeah, I think I'm super bullish on the creator economy.
Justin, are you as bullish as Sebastian or a bit less?
Yes, for creator economy, actually, for most of people don't know, I developed like a live streaming platform actually, 10 years ago. It's actually have lots of creators on my platform. We take also a very big commission on the contribution. So at that time, I started to feel like the Apple tax and the Google Play tax is so high. It's imposed basically 30% on the all the contribution. So that's why I really believe blockchain has this kind of the way to democratize the creator economy, to really empower the creator to create content. At the same time, they can get much more compared to the Web 2 days.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting actually on that. So we're related a bit to the creator economy. Meme coins. I mean, there's a lot of controversy around meme coins. You believe it will have a growth, like how big will be the growth of meme coins in the year to come? 1 to 10.
Oh, again, I'm the bad cop always. Well, actually 8.
8, Justin?
Meme coin, 10.
Wow.
10.
Same 10. It's cultural.
And what do you think so, Justin? Why do you think you're so bullish on them?
Yeah, sure. First of all, I believe meme coin is the first thing in our industry, differentiate ourselves from traditional industry, right?
Yeah.
Because we have like Shiba, like Loki, like all different kind of the animals. Like valuation is like about like $10 billion, right? Which like traditional finance guy will feels like make no sense, right? But I think behind the 10 billion valuation is the community engagement, like fair launch, community participation. Actually, I think create a very successful meme coin is just as hard as create a good crypto project, right? That's also one of the reasons why like Elon Musk like keep endorsing Dogecoin. I think because Doge actually is one of the top like crypto brand, I will say. So that's why I think in every cycle it will have new meme token, right? Dogecoin is back to 2014, and then we have Shiba. I think for the next bull cycles we will see other meme coin. But consider the limitation of the animals here. We won't have too much of the small.
We never know. There's a lot of creativity in the industry. But it's incredible, Justin, as well, the number of people I meet in crypto where their first entry to the space has been via meme coins, from Dogecoin to others. Very interesting. I know you want to add to this, Alex.
Yeah, no, what is a meme coin? It's actually a community that tokenizes their community.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
when you think, I'm going to promote fan tokens, but a fan token is a tokenization of a community related to a legacy brand, Paris Saint-Germain, FC Barcelona, etc. A meme coin is the same, except that the brand that you're supporting or the community that you're supporting is new. And that's very interesting. And in crypto, we've seen in the last 10 years that organic/native communities are actually more powerful than usually traditional brand. And even for us, it's a challenge. As an entrepreneur in that space, I hated meme coins. We have 300 employees, and our job is to try to bring utility to crypto and blockchain. And then you see these things happening, and they are very successful. It is frustrating, but then you have a way to embrace it. You have a way to embrace it because it does create awareness to blockchain, to crypto. People want fun. Well, you know what? You have to give people what they want.
I always say it's like, how do you put a value to a Reddit community, right? I think that's what a lot of these token memes are doing. Next one, AI in crypto. How much activity do you space in the conversions of AI in crypto? This one we started from Sebastian.
Yes.
I'm giving you a break. AI in crypto, Sebastian.
9.
9, Justin?
10, of course,
10?
10. Yeah.
9.5. Even though I have no idea why. Just because I don't want to be the black duck on the side.
Justin, what do you think? What's exciting you about that?
Yeah, sure. First of all, I believe AI is a very powerful technology. I actually use lots of technology.
Please go on the Twitter and the YouTube of Justin to see how AI is used, because you will see him talking in English very differently than how it is right now, and it's fascinating.
What's wrong with his English? You know?
Well, look at me, I'm French.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, so I think AI is a very powerful tool. You can create lots of things. And also, I recently been obsessed with robots. I have like a robot dog. I also share on the social media. So I put in some codes and the program with my robot dog. Actually can doing lots of things. So that's why I believe AI is very powerful tools. And recently, I started to realize, I also read something about the robot dogs. I'm considering if my robot dogs is controlled by other person and try to rob me. And then they can just give me a Bitcoin or like Tron like QR code, tell me to send the USDT or Bitcoin to the robot dog, or he gonna do something bad to me, right? So I think the combination with AI and blockchain will have a big potential. Because once if we enable robots with money, right, with financial services, they can do like whatever you ask them to do. So
especially if it's happening behind the scenes as well, right? It's completely on it.
Yeah.
This is going to be, I think, Sebastian's favorite. Gaming and crypto. What are you guys watching gaming crypto? Sebastian, from 1 to 10.
10.
Not surprised. Justin?
10.
42, because it's the answer to everything.
Sebastian, what are you watching? I know you have, even before Sandbox, you spent a lot of years in the gaming world.
Yeah, so I'm also like president of the Blockchain Game Alliance.
Here we
We've
go.
been growing as an association that now counts over 600 members. Really excited to think like we're still into a very early and experimental phase of like how blockchain and decentralization can be used in gaming mechanics. Like we've seen like now like free drop of NFTs such as game characters, equipment to onboard community into games. We've seen new mechanics that touch around like decentralized finance as well. Like you need to stake certain of your cryptocurrency to be able to access certain content and NFTs. We've seen everything from traditional gaming and esport like battle pass, leaderboard, competition, and now it goes as far as like touching areas of like Twitch and contributor of live streaming, and also platform around prediction gaming as well and competitive esports. So essentially I believe like the technology here, blockchain, NFT, crypto, is essentially contributing to redistribute the value between all the actors of the value chain within the gaming, and even creating more jobs with guilds, with content contributor, with a creator economy as well, etc. So it's very powerful marriage that's like going to change the whole gaming industry, specifically as it is very challenged right now. If you look at Web 2 and free to play, the traditional equation, which is like CPI versus LTV, like how much a user costs to acquire versus how much you generate revenue from by selling in-app purchase ads, etc., is is at the worst moment ever in that 15 years long industry. Why? Is because like privacy laws have forced like the platform to stop collecting data on how users are behaving, so you cannot target users anymore properly. So the CPI has risen. And the current economical context of the world with inflation has made that people are spending less and less in entertainment. So LTV is decreasing. That has led this year, I think in 2024, massive layoff around like the whole gaming industry post-COVID. 25% of large companies, even including Unreal, Unity, etc., have been laid off. So it's the time to reinvent. It's challenging, but it's also an opportunity to rethink the model that we sustained for so long.
Very interesting. When it comes to gaming, but obviously, let's say esports, for example, are you seeing this convergence?
I'm definitely not an expert like Sebastian. So esports is a bit of a different animal because esports is a way where you watch games and you watch competitions. We do work as a company, or as a chain even, we work with 6 or 7 of the biggest esports teams in the world. And because we are between friends here, it's very difficult. Why? Because fans of esports teams, they are very fragmented. They are not high spenders. They are very dedicated to the games they support. They are not very big fans of crypto, probably because we haven't collectively provided the right product yet. But it's a very difficult space. So we've been more successful in traditional sports, ironically. Actually, if you look at the white paper of Chili's in 2018 when we launched, the first 2 years we were going to focus on esports. I can tell you after 3 months we changed everything. We said, no, we're going to focus in traditional sports because it's much more global. And the sports company as like entities are easier to work than with esports company, ironically.
Interesting. Wow. Next one. NFTs had a tough year this year. NFTs, how bullish are you on the NFTs for the year to come?
Very unfair again.
We start from you, Alex.
NFT is a tech, it's not a product. So as a tech 10, the question is which product?
Justin.
I would say A.
10.
10 as well?
Yes.
Why Sebastian?
Well, I think like NFTs are more a store of culture. Like we only seen the first iteration of what NFT can represent, whether it's art, collectible, sport asset, gaming asset like avatar, virtual land, or content made by creators. But there's a lot of updates around dynamic NFT, around like technologies like account abstraction that allows to basically make an NFT a container that includes its own logic with built-in smart contract and segregation of. So it's going to become ultimately keep evolving and allows like new form of interaction. Also, like with the overall blockchain gaming industry is so nascent that it's still a lot of use cases to be derived from the use of NFTs. Interoperability is a great concept, but so few games have leveraged it so far for user acquisition and more. And even everything touching to real-world assets. I'm sure like there's a lot of like different asset classes that haven't yet been tokenized, and whether they will be tokenized in a fungible or non-fungible form, like there's a lot of opportunities, right? Yes.
You mentioned acquisitions. Let's talk about M&A. Obviously, we're entering in the bull market. What's you guys' view on M&A and fundraising in the crypto space? I start from you, Sebastian. M&A in the crypto space.
6.
Wow, interesting. Justin.
10.
As well? Alex?
12.
12. Why are you 12?
I do believe there is, and I've been public on this, so that's why, I do believe there is already too many tokens. There is too many, every day there is a new layer 1, layer 2, ZK, something, whatever. and there is a lot of VC money behind it because they are washing their money in cycles, and every cycle it works, so good for them. But from a token perspective, which at least as issuer and as platforms, it does matter. The more tokens, the less liquidity, the more it's fragmented. And I think one of the next big thing in the next 12 months will be token M&A. And when I say token M&A, I'm not talking about corporate M&A, where two companies will merge. I'm talking really companies merging their token to either one, new one or old one, and working on the same ecosystem, working on the same platform, actually having aligned interest and trying to grow that ladder and creating, I would call that not a meta token, but a super token, where you have all of this token aggregated. I'm a big believer in that.
Interesting. Interesting. Why are you 6, by the way, Sebastian?
Well, if I look at like the more traditional crypto and corporate investment. Like there's new investment that's being deployed finally in 2024, but all the money is only going to early stage and seed stage companies. There's no money going in follow-on series A, B, C, D, and so on. And actually, all the actors right now, like the one that still survive, like they might need at some point either more cash injection before they do go back to more acquisition. So that's one thing that's missing. The second is like we've seen the rise over the past year or 2 years of a lot of new ecosystem, blockchain ecosystem, Sui, Aptos, Avalanche, Immutable, and so on. Those are like deploying cash and grants for developers to join. So we're still in this phase of like everyone is going to fight to capture like the best application, the best services. Tron as well, probably you can talk more about it, and not in a like, okay, now there are some dead PCs and only the tech team remaining, and it's time for M&A to consolidate.
I mean, there is a point where today there is more chains than there is the app that are successful, and that's a problem. And it's 100 times easier to raise money for an infrastructure than it is for a DApp, which is fair because it's actually much difficult to be successful creating a DApp that's an infrastructure, and that's a problem.
So it's coming, but I don't know if this year.
Yeah. I'm not a VC.
So guys, we're gonna go on to the final round of questions. The bell is here, now we're gonna use them for rapid questions, right? So I'm gonna ask questions, I want 1 or 2 word answers, and we're gonna get rock and roll, and the bell is here to keep us honest. You guys ready?
Yes.
What is the region in the world you're the most bullish about crypto for the year ahead? Alex?
2 words, not US.
A lot of anti-US sentiment in the room. Justin, what region are you most bullish?
Dubai and Hong Kong.
Dubai, Hong Kong, here we go. Sebastian?
Hong Kong and Asia.
Yeah.
Hong Kong and Asia, interesting. We're in Dubai here. What's your favorite thing about Dubai, Sebastian?
It's a great, both like financial and cultural hub that connects 3 major continents, Europe, Africa, and Asia.
Beautiful. Favorite thing about Dubai, Justin?
I believe here is a mix of culture, so we can see all people from all around the globe come to Dubai. I think Dubai is not only a crypto hub, but also a culture hub in the region.
Yeah, absolutely. Alex? Favorite?
2 words, French restaurants.
French restaurants.
Share one.
Okay, if you could go back to school today, what is the one class you would take that you wish you had taken back in the day? Alex?
Chinese.
Chinese. Justin,
you
what's your
speak
favorite course?
Computer,
Well, not favorite course. What course you wish you had taken in university?
computer science.
Computer science. Sebastian, what course you would take?
So I took computer science, but I think I would network and engineering. But I would go even further into like data science and anything touching to AI. It's such a basic, elementary thing you need to have now, and financial literacy as well. Fortunately, we don't teach it enough in France, mostly in Europe, and only a few parts of the world like people are learning early on.
This is a controversial one. I'm starting with you, Sebastian. If you could hold one coin, it could not be signed, it could not be thrown. You can hold one coin for the next 10, not chilies either.
It cannot be signed.
What is one coin you can hold for the next 10 years you're not allowed to sell? What coin do you hold? Sebastian.
And it cannot be signed.
Ethereum.
Mine, sound.
No, you're not allowed sand.
Yeah, if still. If.
Ethereum.
Eat, sorry, I was not able to eat.
Yeah.
Okay, Justin.
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin? Alex?
Non-financial advice.
Okay, this is another one. I'm starting from you, Alex. If you could launch tomorrow a new crypto startup, and you can choose any existing CEO of crypto company, who would you choose as your co-founder?
I don't know. As a co-founder, I love Seb. Seb is a hustler. No, actually, no. I'll take Yat. Because Yat and Seb, Yat from Animoca, and Seb, they are traveling the world like you never seen that. And it's actually
so
very valuable.
Animoca. Justin, who would you choose as your new co-founder?
CZ.
CZ, here we go. Sebastian, who's your new co-founder? Who do we choose if you can?
So I've been together with my co-founder Arthur Madrid for 16 years. I think we don't need to change the recipes that works.
Yeah, exactly. Very good. Very impressive, by the way. Launching new startup with the new one.
That's the answer.
Yeah. This is a special one. I'm starting with you, Sebastian. Sam Bankman-Fried gives you a phone call from prison. What do you tell him?
That's exciting.
Sebastian.
What? Sandbag give you
SBF gives you a call from prison. What do you tell him?
Do you have any regrets?
Any regrets? Justin, what do you tell SBF?
Why you do that?
Alex?
Oh, for fuck's sake. I hope they have a good haircut hairdresser there.
And last question, guys. A typical tradition, whoever comes on stage with me to finish off Token 24/9 Dubai, the 2024 edition. Alex, I'm starting with you. If you could have lunch or dinner with one person, dead or alive, you could have lunch or dinner with one person, dead or alive, who would you have lunch or dinner with?
Steve Jobs?
Steve Jobs. Yeah. Justin, who would you have lunch or dinner with?
Warren Buffett.
I was going
Warren Buffett. If only that was available. And Sebastian, to close off the conference, if you could buy lunch or dinner, now you could have lunch or dinner, one person dead or alive, who would you have lunch with?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. Yeah. My God, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hands of applause for the panel. That was the end for the show, guys. Thank you very much, everybody.